Adis... Adistere! Welcome everyone! Arigato. Also, arigato. Thank you, fun. Adistere, welcome back, Adi. I am in fact back. I am back. It's been 3,000 years. I know. I know. I will tell you the story and nothing but the truth and the whole truth. How is the trip? Overall mixed. I'll tell you exactly why. Guess is back. Guess is back. Back again. Adi's back. Back again. But fun fact, when I got home, I had a box waiting for me. I had a box waiting for me. Yeah, it was a huge box. I totally knew it was gonna happen. So was it ticking? No, it's not ticking. Demo. Oh. I forgot that I set the stream to start 10 minutes later. Oh, come on. It was my fault. I was so worried about being punctual that I forgot that I moved it to be 10 minutes. Yeah, what do you mean late? I've never been late to anything. I'm always early. Late until. Well, it's I got a huge box of gifts from the conventions and also my own merch. I know. So I haven't like unpacked it. I've just put stuff like out of the box onto my bed. And actually, fun fact, I think those are not even all the gifts. I am like 90% sure that those are not even all the gifts yet. I'm 99% sure that those are not even all the gifts yet. I'll have a lot to unpack. It's like Christmas, birthday again, Easter, Christmas again, all in once. Kamar still talks about the second container. They gotta find a ship big enough to ferry it across the sea. Well, but I have... hey. What did I just hit my microphone with, huh? Oh. That was weird. Demo. So I have gifts part 1 waiting for me. I know, but fun fact, I just got home today. You might think, oh, Adi got home yesterday. She takes a day off when she gets home to like unpack stuff. No. I got on my PC pretty much as soon as I got home. And now here we are. Oh goodness. How's that jet like? Well, I can't feel it yet, but I mean, to be fair, I feel very tired. But I think that's just because sleeping in an airplane is awful. Its economy is so cramped. It's so cramped, I couldn't move my little legs. I couldn't move my little legs at all. I'm short, so I'm sure it's worse for people who are tall and have long legs. But no matter what position I was sitting in, one of my legs was having the blood flow cut off. So I was like, oh, this way, no. That way, no. This way, no. And so I couldn't sleep for long at a time without one of my legs hurting. It was, I did not get that much sleep. And I took a shower. I took a bath time. Take a shower. Before the before the stream, and I literally almost fell asleep in the shower. I was like, oh, water's so warm, but shower is not a good place to sleep. Also, we don't talk about the fact that I lied to my professors. Now, you know, like technically, hypothetically, you're not supposed to go on vacation in the middle of the school year. Technically, so you know, I just hit him with the, oh, I won't be able to attend class. Sorry, I won't be able to attend class today. You know, it's on them if they think I was sick. They never asked why. They never asked why. So, you know. Wo kein Kläger, da kein Richter, genau. genau. And it was very comforting to come home to the familiar atmosphere of Germany, because as soon as we were waiting for our luggage, it got delayed by 10 minutes, and then it got delayed by 25 extra minutes, and I was like, yes, this is German soil. This is what Germany feels like. Hear ye, Adi professors. Adi is taking a trip to Japan. Shh, don't tell them. Hush, don't tell them. I'll get in trouble. Mom. Sorry, what was that? I could have sworn I heard someone say something. Ugh, must have been the wind. But, yeah. This flight was quite okay. The person sitting next to me was fine. But the little time that I did sleep on the flight, it was incredibly funny. I fell asleep, like, there was supposed to be 3 meals during the flight. Like, 2 meals and 1 snack. I was asleep for not that much of the overall flight, actually, but every time they brought a meal, I was sleeping. I was knocked out, so I did not eat anything all flight. Because every time they came back, I was like, ne. I know. Yeah, so when I came home, I was like, Grandma, I'm hungry. And she was like, no, I don't have food for you. And I was like, Grandma, I'll starve. Yeah. But you can ask, right? Yeah, I did ask. I was like, hi, sorry, I was asleep while you guys were handing out the food. And they were like, yeah, here's what we have. And they handed me, like, a packaged snack, and I ate the packaged snack, and I went to sleep. I'm back. You got the. Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Okay. You got the. I was freaking out. My internet cut out. Yeah. That's how we know we're back in Germany. Yeah, my internet cut out. Demo. Right, once I had the snacks they gave me and I slept, I was horrifyingly ill. I was so ill that Amari looked like genuinely worried that I might die. they had like a bag, for people to throw up in if there's like turbulences. It had something funny written on it, like a gentle bag for a gentle soul. And I was like, oh, Mari, could you give me the gentle bag for gentle souls? I'm gonna throw a tantrum. I'm gonna throw a tantrum. I am gonna throw a tantrum if it disconnects one more time. You'll find me on the floor. On the floor, throwing a tantrum like a toddler. Mom. I know. The internet had to remind me what country I belong to. Guess who's back? Back again. But yeah, arigato ne. Thank you, Borbius. German internet tax. Boah, die Kabel wurden noch von Merkel selbst verlegt, als sie noch ein Teenager war. Is the internet better on the floor? No. But my ability to throw a tantrum is better on the floor. Have you paid internet? Yes. Yeah, the flight attendants must have been like, oh, you missed your meal? You missed your meal? Oh. We'll make sure you'll never miss a meal again. And then they tried to poison me. I was never that sick before on a flight, ever. Even when they fed me tomato juice as a child. Even then, you know, I just batted on my mom and I was fine after, but this flight was not good. Yeah, I know. Drive will sit sign. I am. You'll be listening? That's great. Welcome to IDFM, the radio for your drive. Now playing 5 hours of car crash noises to relax to while you're behind the wheel. Wait, so this flight was classified as fine? I mean, there was no child throwing orange juice in my lap. So that's a plus. The person sitting next to me was polite. So that's a plus. But my health during the flight, not good. Not good. Not good. But it's okay, I feel better now. And maybe the fact that I didn't eat anything probably helped me in that regard. Yeah. I know, and technically I was supposed to take like 3 different trains to get home. And I was like, no. I took a taxi. Did you get the window seat this time? Actually, technically, I had the window seats on both flights, but I just gave it to Mari on both flights. Yeah. 3 trains, yeah, I saw that and I thought, no thank you. No thank you. I did not want to do that. Hontoni. A taxi, it was not that expensive actually. It was pretty okay. Surprisingly, almost equally as expensive as taking the ICE Intercity Express train. Yeah. でもまだよ. And let's remember that these were the flights with the selected seats. Yeah. I don't want to imagine what could have happened if the seats weren't selected. Oh, I could imagine. I certainly could imagine. Child crying and throwing orange juice on one side, and a person who won't get up for me when I have to get up in the aisle seat. Yeah. And who takes their shoes off, and who talks loudly on the phone, and who doesn't use headphones when they listen to music. I think that's probably what would have happened. I think that's probably what would have happened. And one thing was during the flight, Amari was putting on a movie that she'd already watched to go to sleep to. And at one point, I was like watching the movie like over her shoulder while she was sleeping. I was watching the movie. I was getting invested. And then she woke up. She checked how long she'd been asleep by checking how long the movie had been running. And then she rewinded it to the start, and I was like, guess we're watching it from the start again. But I didn't dare to say anything because, I mean, how weird am I for watching that movie over her shoulder without headphones instead of just watching it on my own screen? I know, oh gosh. I think I might be coming down with a migraine because one side of my head is hurting real bad. But it's okay. My constitution's strong. My constitution's strong from walking so much in Japan. We went to Tokyo Disney Sea, and it was so funny. Like, two of the best and biggest rides, literally the two like roller coasters that are like the best there, the Indiana Jones one and the Journey to the Center of the Earth one, closed. And you know, that means that you can't ride them, obviously, but that also means that the queues for the remaining roller coasters, which weren't even that many, were 3 to 4 hours per single ride. Yeah, so that was a bummer. Anthony, that was a bummer. あのね it was yeah, it was such a letdown. They should let you know in advance, like if two of the biggest rides are closed. Oh, ma. But yeah, I looked at the app and it was like, oh, waiting time for this ride is 220 minutes. And I was like, wait, how much is that in hours? How much is that? That's a lot of hours. That's a whole lot of hours. That is almost 4 hours, isn't it? Bah. But yeah, it was that was a little bit sad. But aside from that, it was quite the fun trip. Aside from that, it was quite the fun. Oh, they don't do the conversion for a reason. I know. 100 minutes sounds a lot more doable than 1.5 hours. Oh, Dimsney. Oh, Dimsney. It was not a good Dimsney this time. Yeah. Aside from that, I'm just looking forward to sleeping in my own bed again, cause the bed in the Airbnb we're staying at, it was kind of brutal. It was a short bed. The bed I had, I think it was meant for a child. Cause Amari took a room with a double bed, And I had a bed that was in the kitchen. In the kitchen. And it was so small, so short, that I couldn't stretch out on it. Like, my feet or my head would have been, like, not on the mattress. I kept accidentally, I kept accidentally throwing my pillow down, so I was like, ugh, gotta pick it back up. Ugh, gotta pick it back up. Yeah. Wait, a bed in the kitchen that didn't even fit ID. Yeah. Duh. Even with ID being short and small, yeah. That bed, I don't know who that bed was sized for. It's not appropriately ID sized. And also, the walls were so thin that, like, Amari kept complaining that she could hear someone snore in an adjacent apartment, and I was like, what? That's crazy. But then on the last night, I was awake and I could hear the person snoring, and I was like, what? What? So many countries have very thin walls. I don't understand why. It's you don't. Ideally, you would not want other people hear your snoring. Yeah. Ideally not. I did have some delicious food, and I also brought a gift that my grandma was really happy about. I got her one of those fuzzy pajama sets. Yeah. And she was quite thrilled. She was quite tickled. And I was so happy to see my dog again. He's a little bit deaf nowadays. So I came up the stairs, and he didn't come to greet me. And I went to his bed, and I found him sleeping. And I was like, hello! You're sleeping! You're not saying hello to me? I woke up, and he was like, oh. Oh. And he was there, like, wagging his tail. It was so cute. And then I nearly smothered him from trying to give him a big hug. Yeah. I know. Yeah, he was quite happy despite being tired. Waking up the old man, yeah. Yeah, he's so cute. I know, I'm very glad to see him again. I always miss him when I'm out of the house for more than a day. Because, you know, at least with the rest of my family, I can call them, but I can't call my dog. I mean, I could, but he's not very receptive to that mode of communication, if you understand what I mean. Yeah. It's oh my. Oh, I also went to Sensoji, the temple, to get my fortune drawn. Yeah, I drew my fortune. And they have those. I don't know if I described it to you last year, but you throw in 100 yen, and then there's like a little box full of sticks that you shaka, and then you pull a stick, and then you open a cupboard. No, not a cupboard, a drawer, and in the drawer there's your fortune. So I was very enthusiastic. I was like, shaka. I was like violently shaking that thing, like, give me good fortune, give good. And then someone tapped my shoulder and pointed to a sign where it says, please shake it gently. And I was like, oh, I know. But I pulled out the stick and I opened the drawer and I got a good fortune. which is quite good because you know there's things like bad fortune and there's like small good fortune, medium good fortune. I think last time I got like a medium good fortune, but this time I got just good fortune. Yeah, so that was nice. That was nice. I hope I hope the spirits of the shrine were not too offended that I shaka their box a little too hard. I know. Speaking of shaka, at one point, Amari went to McDonald's and got herself a shaka chicken. And she opened it and she was about to bite into the chicken and I was like, wait, stop. And she was like, what? And I was like, here, the seasoning, you have to put it in and shake it. And she was like, huh? No. That's gonna make my fingers sticky. And I was like, what do you mean no? Why did you buy the shaka chicken if you don't wanna... And then she was like, wait, what? And I was like, it's powder. You put in the powder, you shaka, and then you eat. She was like, oh, I thought it was a sauce. I thought it was a dipping sauce. Good thing she had Ari's knowledge on the cultural phenomenon that is the shaka chicken. Otherwise, she would not have been able to eat it well. Yeah. I know, by the way, there was a small oopsie that happened. I hope I was able to rectify it. Should work now, but I'll just let you know. With my anniversary merch, you know how there was a voice pack as a set bonus? Turns out it was not sent out. It was not sent out, even though ID had recorded it ahead of the merch release. So I was like, hey guys, did you send that? And they were like, oh, no, it's not sent out yet. And I was like, hi, could you send it out? And so they told me that they sent it out now. So please check if you got yours. Yeah. So hopefully that should be resolved. Huh? I asked and they said ID hadn't finished recording it. Humph! Ma, blaming ID, huh? It was probably most likely a miscommunication that it didn't get passed on to the person in charge of it, but ID did record it and hand it in, I think about at least 3 days before the merch release, yeah. By the way, my merch order arrived today. Let's go! Let's go! ID is also waiting for a merch. Yeah. But yeah, today I got the rest of the V-Dere, so I'm quite excited. I'm quite excited to have everyone's V-Dere. Oh goodness, in fact, I'm gonna probably have some after the stream. Where's the proof that I recorded? Ari will give you the proof. Chotto matte ne. Ari will provide proof. But I have to scroll up very high in the Discord. Choo. Oh, Moo also sent us a picture of plushie ID and plushie Spica with their clothes switched. It looks very funny. Let's see here. The artwork, the bag, birthday. No, that's not it. Let me search. Let me search. Cause everyone else's stuff is in that channel too. Oh, there we go. There we go. Here it is. Here it is. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you will now receive proof. You will now receive proof. Ano. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, could you please let me know when was the voice pack when was the merch released? Just for the audience to know. Just for the audience to know. I have the voice pack now. Yokata! Yokata! Yokata kata. The release or the leak? The release! The release! There was no leak! There was no leak. Demo. Tada. Here's when I sent it. Here's when I sent it, which was before the merch went out. Which was before the merch went live. Tada! Tada! Ne. There you go. There you go. It was well ahead of my release. Yeah. Jijang. Also, don't pay attention to my Discord name. do not pay attention for to don't worry about my Discord name. I have the voice pack in my email. Nice! So everyone who got the set, please make sure to please make sure to get your voice pack, okay? Okay. Yeah. It's for the anniversary merch, which was in September. Oh my gosh, it's almost December. Adi's gonna throw up. Adi's gonna throw up. Oh, December. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How's time go by so fast? Adi needs the clock turned back at least 3 months. Please go ahead and do it. Oh. Wow. Anthony, I'm not ready for it. Oh gosh. It's only 2 months until Eddie's birthday. Time to prepare the boots. How would I prepare the boots? You want me to shine and polish my boots in preparation? Well. Oh gosh. Now this is the part that I was slightly dreading about coming back, cause obviously while I was on vacation I didn't get to do much. I did not get to do much. Which you know, I was like, oh yeah, I'll totally like study while I'm in Japan, and I'll stream while I'm in Japan, and like I'll do my work while I'm in Japan. I was delusional. I was hontoni very delusional. So I've got a huge backlog of work. I've got such a huge backlog of work. Oh my. Oh my. We all knew Adi was not gonna do any work while in Japan. Well, you knew. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. How was your vacation aside from the too small bed? It was quite nice. It was quite nice. But I've got the Japanese train announcement stuck in my head. The next train is arriving on track 8. This is the train on the Shinjuku line, going for Shibuya. Please mind your step and stay behind the yellow line. Yeah. Oh my goodness, and at the airport there was a Pokemon vending machine, which was crazy. Crazy. Yeah. Adi should get hired to record the announcements. I was thinking that at the airport, cause you know, like sometimes how they're like, oh, passenger Will Smith, please report to the gate. You know, but the Japanese like airport workers were really struggling. They were like, oh, passenger. I couldn't even replicate it if I tried. I have no idea what name they were saying. They could have been calling for me desperately. I would not have known. The pronunciation was so bad. They should hire someone like who can pronounce English or German names. Yeah. Announcement VA. This train is bound for Shinagawa. The train is arriving on track 9. And while on the way to the airport for our flight back, we got lost. We should have needed to take 3 trains. We ended up taking 6 trains instead. Cause we got on a train and it was like, okay, right stop. Why did it just drive on a different to a different direction than it says on Google Maps? Okay, let's get out here. And that happened like 3 more times. I was so traumatized by the end of it. I was like, oh, no more Japanese trains. No more. They don't stop where they're supposed to. At least it wasn't der ICE 2345 von Spandau nach Frankfurt fällt heute aus. I think Alpha said she was a VA for an English study audiobook once upon a time. Maybe she can find you a gig. I actually got to see some of Alpha's VA work. She showed us something. It was very fun. Yeah. It was also great going to karaoke with Alpha and Honey. Yeah. I sang my little heart out. I sang so much. What kind of food did Adi manage to enjoy in Japan? A lot of stuff. I have to go through my pictures to make sure like I didn't catch any of Amari or I on them or like any reflections on them, but I'd be happy to show you some stuff. It was very nice. Some stuff also looked nice but was very mid-tasting, but that is alright. That is part of the experience. Hi. Hi. No. I remember at one point, I was given some kind of pasta. And it had like, I thought it was a chicken pasta. It had like a strange looking like piece of quote-unquote piece of chicken on it. So I was like, the piece of chicken looks kind of sketch, but I'll eat the pasta. Yeah, then I looked at the menu again. That was not chicken pasta. And just as I looked at the menu, horrified, Amari from across said, across me on the table, she'd eaten the quote-unquote piece of chicken, and she was like, ugh, I hate shrimp. God, why did I decide to eat that shrimp? And I was like, Amari, that is not a shrimp. Amari, that is not a shrimp. And she was like, wait, then what is it? Then what is it? And I looked at her and I looked at the menu and I was like, that's a clam. That's a boiled clam. Yeah. And she had a look of sheer disgust. Cause we both don't like seafood, but I also don't like fish, but she doesn't like seafood. Yeah, good thing I didn't try the quote-unquote chicken. It was a clam cream pasta. Clamsick mistake. Ah. Ja, mit so einem Witz ist die Woche schon halb rum, ne? Ah ja. Well, yeah, and so I'm glad I didn't eat that, cause then I would have been traumatized. I don't wanna. No, I don't wanna eat that. But yeah. I also finally made my schedule for this week. I'll post it on Twitter. After this stream. Yeah. No. Did she manage to actually eat the clam pasta completely? I don't remember, actually. I don't remember. Madaya. So much stuff for Adi to take care of. Oh. And Christmas is coming up too. Oh, Christmas. But in case you guys didn't know, on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, tomorrow, I'll be playing Roblox with Mozu, which I'm bringing that up because I didn't know that either. I didn't know that either. I was looking at Mozu's Donathon schedule, and I was like, yeah, looks interesting. And I was like, oh, react to 2020 audition, wow. And then I was like, oh, okay, Roblox with viewers and Viridevils, huh? Wait, what? I was like, wait, huh? What time is it? I know. No, I think it's my fault. I think it was my fault. Cause I do remember, I do remember Mozu asking me if I wanted to do a collab during her during her donathon. And I was like, yeah, whenever is fine for you. But like then I never like heard anything back, so I was like, oh, I guess we're not doing collab after all, until I looked at the schedule and I was like, oh. I know. Good thing is that I do have time at the time, so I'll be there. I'll be there. No, yeah. I'll be there. Hazukashi. Honestly, I'm really glad that I decided to like properly read through her donathon schedule. Cause Otherwise, I would not have shown up to the collab. I would have just not been there. It would have been like, oh hey, yeah guys, now we're gonna do collab with Adi. She's gonna be here any minute, guys. Oh, looks like Adi is running a bit late, guys. Looks like Adi is not coming. And that would have been awful. So good thing I knew. Good thing I found out. Well, but yeah, I know. It's yeah. Is it going to be nonsense? What? Yeah, it is going to be 7 p.m. It's a different time from my usual streaming time, so please don't worry if you're not able to make it. Cause I didn't know I'd be making it either. Well, crisis narrowly avoided, yes sir. Demo. I also have a new game that I've been meaning to try this week. So I hope you'll be looking forward to that. And that'll be at my regular streaming time on a different day. Hi. Hi. Demo, yeah. I've so much stuff to do, but I think after the stream, I'll get to opening some of my gifts, huh? Dark Souls 2? No, it's not Dark Souls 2. It's I don't know. Well, I guess you'll see it after the stream anyway. It's I wanted to try it because it reminds me a little bit of Age of Empires. It's Farthest Frontier. It's like a city building, medieval city building game. So I'll be giving it a try. I hope my gifts arrived already. About that, they did not. I most definitely am waiting for a second box of gifts. Cause I don't think this is anything from V-Expo in it at all. Yeah. Hi. Also, I'm done driving. Thank you for the 6 hours of cars crashing. Welcome to IDFM, your favorite radio for when you're driving. Next up, after 6 hours of car crashing noises, we're playing the best music to fall asleep to. Please enjoy it while you're driving. Yeah, there's like 3 to 4 boxes. 난데다요? Well, you'd think that they would put them into bigger boxes. And only do like 2 of them, right? I think I got quite a lot already, so I would be definitely very surprised if there was 3 times as much. Hi. I know. I'm very excited to open my stuff and to put up my new figures and stuff. Yeah. How did I know I listened to her while driving home? It's my feminine guiles, my feminine intuition. Hi. Enjoy listening to fall asleep while driving. Yeah, you might have heard that, right? But you're not allowed. You're not allowed to sue us. You're legally not allowed to sue us. Yeah. Ne. Well, I gave Kawa 1 big box and 1 entire daki, so that's at least 2 boxes. Oh my. Yeah, I was thinking, I noticed that this probably wasn't all the gifts, because the daki was not there, so I was like, that's not everything. Yeah. I need more ID Radio FM. Well, do I have the thing for you? Wink. What does she mean by that? Wink. I don't know. Wink. Ma. I don't know. New ASMR when I don't know. I have to get to recording some. I have to get to recording some. Well, but first I gotta write a paper. Yeah. Wink. Ma. Well, nothing about writing the paper is wink, but you know, it's just a general wink sentiment, you know? You know? Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Ne. Ma. Demo. But you're not supposed to know. But you're not supposed to know. So please don't know, okay? You're not supposed to know yet. You're not supposed to know yet. Yeah. I need to ID my toast myself again. Can we get a picture of the gifts later? So we know which ones have been lost to time. Well, hopefully not lost to time. Hopefully just to be delivered soon. But I'll see if I can take a picture for you. Oh my gosh. Oh, we know. No, you know nothing. You know nothing. You know nothing at all. She's gonna spoil us anyway. No. Me? Me? Spoiling? What? When have I ever done that? That's like saying that I'm late to stream. I've never been late to stream. Gosh, you guys are so silly with your little jokes. Yeah. You know, sometimes like maybe someone will come in and they'll actually believe you. Sometimes we need to be real careful about spreading false news. Yeah. I know she's gonna forget you talked about it and she'll spoilers. No! No. There's no spoilers. Spoilers about what? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Demo. You mean to tell us that Addie is never late but loves gaslighting chat? What? Gaslighting you? Ugh. When have I ever gaslit you? Yeah, that's right. I don't think it ever happened actually. Why are you the only one who can remember it then? I think you're going crazy. And you need to not take that out on me. Cause what you're saying happened, that never happened. Yeah. How much to spill the beans about whatever you're talking about? No, I'd get fired. I'd get fired if I spilled the beans. I'd get fired. Please don't get me fired. Ma. Hey, new chatter. Adi is not a succubus and we're not the Viridevils. Exactly. Exactly. I don't even know what gaslighting is. Ugh. Gaslighting? I don't have a lighter, sorry. If that's what you want, I don't know what that even means. Yeah. But how much to become that Viridevil? Oh, you mean this Viridevil right here? This one? That one? This one? Madaya? Do you like that spot? Is it comfortable? Mama? It's okay, you can sleep like that. That reminds me of I had a pochako. I had a pochako plushie on my flight and I held him like that. And then there was a bunch of turbulence and I thought I might die. So I was like squeezing the pochako so hard that he was flat by the end of the flight. Now that is not to say I'd squeeze you until you're flat. But it might be a possibility. I think I also sat on the pochako several times. that might have contributed to the flatness. Yeah. But that's beside the point. That's beside the point. I promise that'll probably maybe not happen to you. Maybe. Yeah. でもね、I'll post my schedule. Be my guest, please do it. 待ってたよ。That is not supposed to be something you want. I don't think. I know. でも I'll post my schedule on Twitter. And I'll also post the V-Dere schedule on Twitter. Yeah. And you'll be able to see me for the rest of the week because I am back, baby. I am back.
Thank you so much.
ありがとね. So how much for the flattening then? ありがとね. Momo. Happy 19 months. I'll give you a proper flattening. Behold this. You're now super flat. Almost as flat as the earth. Yeah. Mama. I hope you'll look forward to the rest of my streams this week. Today is gonna be a little bit short because I still need to recover from that flight. I have not slept yet. I literally got on my PC as soon as I came home. Demo. I hope you'll enjoy what I'm streaming this week. And I'm so happy to be back. Thank you for coming to see me. Oh, thank you for not abandoning Heidi after she took a little break. Oh, wait. Oh. I forgot to reposition my model again. I know. Can't believe it was zoomed in on that for the last 3 minutes while I was talking.
Arigato.
Arigato ne. Thank you, Setsan. Flatter, please. Is that flat enough? Demo. Thank you for still coming to see me, even if I was on vacation for a while. And I'll see you tomorrow. Arishiteru? Baba baba. Ciao! Guess who's back? Back again.